The My Hero Academia Ultra Age fanbook is out, meaning that we finally got the special 5-page one-shot showing us what happened after chapter 431 in the final My Hero Academia volume. Of course, we're going to be breaking down the special one-shot, so be sure to Detroit smash that like button and subscribe to the Kidoroki channel. Now, the one-shot begins with Eri showing up at UA for a surprise visit, as the one-shot is actually focused on Eri for a change. She stops by to say hi to everyone and hands Aizawa some sweet buns. Aizawa notes how much she's grown, and Eri says the buns came from Mandalay as a thank you for looking after Koda. Now, Aizawa's reaction to seeing Eri a lot more grown implies that he doesn't see Eri very often. Thanks to chapter 430, we know that after the all-out war, early on in the 8-year time skip, Eri does go on to live with Koda and Mandalay, and is no longer being looked after by Aizawa. Eri says hello to the vice principal of UA, who happens to be All Might. Aizawa apologizes to Eri since Deku had wrapped up all of his work for the day and isn't here. Eri is pretty bummed out since she came all this way just to see Deku, implying that her and Deku have remained very close since the day he saved her from Overhaul. Present Mike tells Eri that Deku was very excited that she invited him to her street debut this weekend, so she can show him her guitar at the debut. He even heard that Jiro would squeeze in Eri's debut into her schedule, which we know thanks to the Ultra Age fanbook that Jiro is actually Eri's mentor. Now, this should honestly come as no surprise that Eri would have went on to become a musician, since at the school festival it was Class 1A's performance of Hero 2 that reached out emotionally to Eri, making her smile and relieving Overhaul's hold over her. Eri tells Present Mike that she just can't shout congratulations to Deku from the street, and Aizawa agrees since if people knew Deku was there, her first street performance would be ruined. Eri pulls out her guitar, stating that Deku and Lemillion are awesome, but riding on their fame from being the top heroes feels wrong. Cementos points to the news, and we see the MHA reporter is now a news anchor, and she goes on to talk about the Hero Billboard charts second half of the year update, unveiling the new rankings for heroes. She states that since that fateful day, even after losing his power, he continued to inspire the people, embodying the ultimate hero becoming a legend, donning armor and soaring skyward once more. A teacher juggling a hectic schedule, yet still achieving astounding feats, and most importantly with a thunderous applause at his back. The one-for-all hero, Deku, rocketed up to number 4 in the hero rankings with unprecedented hype. Even the great explosion murder god Dynamite made it to number 5, and the news caught a video of Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto making their way to a scene. With Deku and Bakugo having jumped up in the hero rankings, the new top 5 heroes are Bakugo at number 5, Deku at number 4, Mount Lady at number 3, Shoto being the number 2 pro hero, and Lemillion at the very top being the number 1 pro hero in the rankings. Eri and the rest of them look very proud, with Eri stating that Deku is now an even busier guy now that he's back being a hero. The one shot ends with a side shot of Deku smiling as he swings through the city, and Eri playing her guitar and saying how she too is going to give it her all, just like Deku. Now, even though this one shot was really short, it was actually really good. We got to see how Deku was able to perform after he got his new armored suit in terms of the hero rankings, putting him in the top 5 pro heroes list. It does really feel like we will be seeing more from Deku and the others, since we still have yet to see Deku in action with the new suit. But we just have to wait and see whether or not that really happens, whether it comes through a movie or anything like that. But I'm really glad that we got this special one-shot. Again, it was a short special one-shot showing us how things have been since chapter 431. The Ultra Age fanbook did reveal a lot of cool details, so there will be a separate video going over some of the bigger stuff like America's new number 1 pro hero. So if you don't want to miss that video, then be sure to Detroit smash that like button and subscribe to the Kidoroki channel with notifications on to not miss any My Hero Academia content, and I'll see you all in the next one.